Welcome back to Mspire Studio. This is our second episode. I cannot believe that we're already halfway through 2026. This year just feels incredibly fast and really emotionally full. And also, let me acknowledge the presence of my dog, Toby. Hi, Toby. So the past few months have been a season of building for me, just quietly creating and building my passion project Mspire Studio to life. So I've been trying a lot of new things and taking risks creatively, and lately I've been feeling this strong desire to reset before the second half of the year begins. So in this video, I wanted to share some of my routines lately, such as resetting, journaling through the past month, and just simply sharing this busy yet quiet season of building products at Mspire Studio. I think the past month had been one of the busiest months I've had in a long time since moving back to Sydney in the end of February this year. Not necessarily busy in a chaotic way, but creatively and emotionally full in a good way. And honestly, I haven't felt this creatively inspired in years. Last month, May, I officially started building Mspire Studio into something real. Not just an idea in my head anymore, yay, which it has been for quite some time to be honest, but an actual creative space centered around intentional living, digital planning, and living a good life overall through journaling, resetting and cleaning, self-productivity, and the practice of healthier habits, which we'll go and explore more in the months to come. And seeing it slowly come to life has honestly been really fulfilling for me. Just last May, I launched the Mspire Studio website that houses all of these tools that I have so far finished and cannot even wait to create more for you. I released 3 new digital products, which I will be sharing shortly. And for the first time in a long time, I genuinely felt connected to my creativity again, which is something I think I deeply missed during the past few years of studying abroad. Moving back home and going back into the Philippines and having a corporate job, which I loved, by the way, and then moving back to Australia. So there was just a lot of uncertainty, as you can tell, that I've had to navigate. So I moved from Cebu to Sydney in 2023, and then I lived in Australia from 2023 to 2025 as an international student. And then after finishing my master's last year, I moved back to Cebu, and then I got a new job there. And then again, I quit my job early this year to move back to Sydney. So that was my journey so far. And to be honest, it feels like a lot. And I'm just over here once again trying to build a brand from scratch while rebuilding my life here in Sydney. But the good parts of it all actually is my support system behind the scenes, which makes all of this possible for me. Shout out to Danny. Thank you, my love, for genuinely being the wind beneath my wings and enabling me to be the version of myself that I want to become. Going back, there's something healing about creating again, especially when the things you create are connected to who you're becoming. So I'd like to just briefly introduce you to the 3 digital products that I've so far created, as I mentioned earlier. And these are products that you can also check on my website, mspirestudio.com, and see if you want to try it out. First product I launched was the Mspire Reset Planner. And this planner feels like the foundation of the entire brand. If you ask me, as I'm officially the first user of the Mspire Reset Planner and the creator of it, my first baby, so-called, holds a very special connection with me and my current journey. You see, after going through all of that, what I just shared about my journey, and having to go through a lot of uncertainty and not really knowing, it's easy to get really overwhelmed. It kind of felt like I've been thrust into an invisible washing machine for the past 4 years, having to reset my whole life again and again. The Mspire Reset Planner and Workbook is a guided reset tool for anyone who is going through a change, anyone who is feeling overwhelmed and want to move forward with clarity. It meets you where you are so you can begin again. If you're feeling overwhelmed, stuck, or unsure about what's next in your life, the Mspire Reset Planner is a thoughtfully designed digital planner or printable, so you can use it either way to clear your mind and take intentional steps forward. Instead of rigid schedules or overwhelming productivity systems, this planner guides you through a 4-step soft reset method. So we have the first, the initial step process you go through is to release, because most people who are blocked from taking action are overwhelmed. So in this phase, you kind of clear mental and emotional clutter so you can make space for some clarity. And then the second phase is realign. This is where, after having to let go of things that you didn't really need to carry mentally, emotionally, you reconnect with what truly matters to you. And then the third step is rebuild. This is the functional aspect of the planner. This is where you take stock of your progress and you begin again and make all your plans daily. You got to focus on one thing. So there are all these tools inside this phase that allows you to just take action. And then finally, I don't believe that the process is complete without this. So the planner has a reflection portion too. So it's kind of like a planner, a workbook, and a journal. And then in the reflect stage is where you take stock of your progress and you begin again. So this planner helps you to reduce overwhelm, improve your focus, and build more clarity so that you can move forward one step at a time. You can check it out on my website, mspirestudio.com. Next, I have a freebie that I wanted to share with you all. It's called the Mind Reboot, which is a 30-day positive affirmation challenge. And this product came from realizing how much our internal dialogue shapes the way we experience life. So it's a free download that you can check out on mspirestudio.com. So I believe that the way we speak to ourselves quietly affects our confidence, our motivation, our emotional resilience, and even how much hope we allow ourselves to have. So this guide, which I made actually way back when, I created this guide in 2021 and I just rewrote it again this year. So I made this guide and designed it to help you use positive affirmations to rewire your mindset more positively. So again, it's free and I hope it benefits anyone who comes across this guide. You can check it out on mspirestudio.com. And the third product that I wanted to share is called the Month in Review Reset Journal. This one might be very useful for you these days. And guess what? I'm also giving it away for free. This one feels especially personal to me because I've realized that many of us move through life so quickly that we rarely pause to process what's actually happening to us. If you are into journaling and want to process the first half of 2026, this journal is my gift for you. So before we finish June, I encourage you to check in with how the past months have been for you. Honestly, I designed this journal as a monthly reset space where you can reflect on things like gratitude, time, your goals, and how you wish to move forward for the rest of the year. You can also check it out on mspirestudio.com, and this product is also free for you to download. Just use this code. And like I've shared, I've also been working on something new that I'm really excited about. And I guess this is the first ever functional digital planner that I really would be creating for Mspire that you can use for the second half of 2026. It's called the Mid-Year Reset Planner for the second half of 2026. And the bonus, you can also use it for 2027, at least until June 2027. So I think mid-year resets are underrated. January gets all the attention, but sometimes the most meaningful transformations happen halfway through the year, when reality has humbled us a little, when life didn't go exactly as planned, when we've learned more about ourselves, when we need to pause and ask, okay, what kind of life do I actually want to create for the rest of 2026? And that's the energy I want to bring into this planner. It's not like become a completely different person in 6 months, but more like, how do I want the rest of 2026 to look like for me, because it's not too late. And I honestly can't talk about it much yet until it's here, so we'll have to save that for the next video. But guess what? Building products for Mspire has started to feel less like work and more like building the kind of support systems I wish I had during difficult seasons of my own life. Just a secret between us, okay? I think the season of my life is teaching me that growth doesn't always have to look dramatic. Sometimes it looks like slowing down. Sometimes it looks like trying again on things that didn't used to work out for you before, but now only in a remodeled version. And then returning to creativity or creating structure around your days if there's so many things going on, and then rebuilding routines that are healthy for you and just work for you, and then building something that truly means something deeply to you. And at the end of it all, maybe it's all about believing in yourself and your ideas a little more each day. Once again, thank you for spending your time with me. I'm really excited to keep documenting this journey, building Mspire Studio, creating digital planners and journals, navigating life in my late 30s as I approach the next milestone, and learning how to build a softer but more intentional life day by day. That makes me want to look back and say one day, I did it all. But I did all the things that truly makes me fulfilled, and say, I've lived my life with content and peace. And if you're also entering the second half of 2026 wanting more clarity, peace, or whatever your next goal is, I hope this video reminds you that you're allowed to reset at any time in your life, not just every January or New Year. Stay tuned for the Mspire Reset Planner coming very soon, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!